In my opinion, strength training is massively overlooked. It can improve cycling performance and also injury prevention. So in this video, we're going to run you through 6 of the best strength training tips for cyclists and get you started on the journey of strength training. But first, well, meet our professionals. We've got Abby and Carl who are going to run you through them exercises. Are we ready?
Ready?
What's first?
Are you ready?
No.
That's the question.
We're going to start with a static split squat.
Right, let's go.
So the first exercise we're going to run through is a static split squat. So this works one leg at a time, so unilateral work. So what I want you to do is take a step forward with your left foot first. With your right foot, take a slight step back, having a nice gap in between your feet. This will help with stability through the hips and the core, keeping the hips square on. I want you to come back on the toe of the back foot, drop the back knee all the way to the ground, slight pause at the bottom, push the weight through the bottom of the ankle, big toe and the little toe through the midfoot, drive back up. Nice and slow and controlled on the way down, pause at the bottom, as much power as you can on the way up. Nice, a little bit slower on the way down, just focusing, making it a little bit more challenging on that eccentric, and then really challenging the glutes, the quads, and the core. Nice, and you can do anything between 8 to 12 reps on each side.
Right, Hank, the next exercise we're going to do is a bodyweight squat. But just to progress it, because we're going to do it bodyweight, we're just going to drop down to the bottom of the squat and then just pause for 3 seconds. That's just going to create a bit more tension on the muscles. So if you just take a position where you feel comfortable, feet just over shoulder width stance is normally a good stance, starting position. Just going to descend down, let your knees pull apart, sit your body in between your thighs, pause 1, 2, 3, and then fire up. All right? So if you can just do 5 of those for me, and I'm just going to keep an eye on how you're moving. That's it, push away. Slow down though at the bottom. So we want to go down, get a very obvious 1 and 2 and 3. And you don't need to go down quite as low. So descend down and there, that's it. Because what's happening is as you drop down lower, you're losing control of your body and you're starting to tuck your bum under and then your back's rounding.
All
right. Good, okay, let's go again. Down to the bottom, pause, 1 and 2 and 3. That's better structure, good. Do one more for me. 1 and 2 and 3. That's it, lovely. Just from the side, what was happening is you were going down into the squat, you were descending, dropping past parallel, and then losing that nice flat back that you want. Yeah, so you just want to sit there, nice flat back, hold for 3 seconds, nice and comfortable, and then push away. All right?
So it's not just the legs you're focusing on, it's also like that
everything
core.
Ties in, yeah. You can't have good structure in one area and not in the other. They've all got to complement each other. And then push away. Natural, there you go.
How many would you do then?
With this, because we're doing it bodyweight, typically what I'd aim to do is higher reps. Okay, so you're looking around about 10 to 20 reps. But obviously, using that 3-second pause, and once you can do 10 reps, then you can go up to doing 12 reps, maybe up to 14 and make your way up to 20 reps.
There you go. I challenge all you guys.
There you go.
The next exercise we're going to work on is a plank with a shoulder tap. So this is just a bit more challenging than your traditional tall plank position. Again, it's a bit more dynamic with a bit more movement. And again, working on that unilateral core obliques from either side and working a little bit more on shoulder stability. So Hank, if you can take a tall plank position onto the mat for me, hands directly underneath the shoulder, feet slightly wider than hip width. So it's a nice tall plank, strong position, hips up slightly. And then what I'd like you to do is, starting with your left hand, take it across to the shoulder and tap it on the shoulder. The importance here is to make sure the hips stay square on and the weight is evenly distributed between both feet. You can make it a little bit more challenging by holding the shoulder for a little bit longer, pausing between each one. Nice. Really hold that position. Good, watch those hips.
Watch those hips. Watch those hips, Hank.
Opposite shoulder, nice, good. The importance here is to keep the hips as square on as possible, minimal hip shift. This is really going to challenge the obliques and shoulder stability. Nice.
Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is a bear crawl. The aim of this is to create good stability throughout the whole of the body and get ourselves in a challenging position. So if you just go down to the floor, create a nice box shape with your body. We want to go vertical with the arms, horizontal with the body, and then vertical here just with my knees, and then pop up onto your toes and keep your back nice and flat. Then what I want you to do with alternating body parts, take a steady step forwards and just keep your back down nice and flat and make your way across the room. Lovely, slow and steady. Good work.
Just gonna go out the shot.
Yeah.
See you
Down
guys
to the
later.
cake shop.
See you guys there.
Perfect. There you go.
It's more challenging than it looks.
You think, all right, popping up into a silly.
I mean, kids do that when they're not even walking.
Yeah, my daughter, who's 9 months old, is doing that at the moment.
Exactly. Yeah,
better than what we're doing it.
Solid core strength there.
Yeah.
So the next exercise we're going to work on is a glute hamstring march. So Hank, if you can take a lying position onto the mat for me. What I'd like you to do is place your hands by your torso. Walk the feet a little bit further forward. That's it. That's just going to help engage the hamstrings a little bit more, a little bit further forward. And what I want you to do is lift your toes up so you're onto your heels. From there, I'd like you to lift your hips up into the air. So your hips are nice and square on, got a nice flat plank position here. Alternating each leg, what I want you to do is lift one leg off the floor, drive that knee in towards the chest and the torso, staying up on the heel of that leg. Nice. Pause there, hold for 3, 2, 1. As you come down, switch nice and quickly, lift the heel up. Good. And switch again. Walk the feet a little bit further forward. Let's make it a bit more challenging, those hamstrings and glutes. That's it. Nice. So this again is working one leg at a time, which is really, really useful for cycling. Also helps engage the glutes, creates more core stability here from side to side, which is really going to help with that power, really going to help with that muscular endurance.
Right, Hank, so what we're going to do next is a step up. We've got a box in the gym, which is a nice height to start from, but to be honest, you don't need to be too fussy. If you're at home, you can use a garden wall, something stable, a few blocks. It just needs to give you a little bit of elevation. So in the context of what we've got here, we've got a high box that we're going to just lean onto, okay, loading up the front leg. We're going to work unilaterally one leg at a time, and we're just going to tuck our hips under, squeeze our glutes, and we're going to avoid bouncing off my right leg just here, okay? So it's solely working this left leg. Opposite arm, pump down, and then put the brakes on as you go back down, so you've got a slow eccentric, and then reset, and then do the same again. And we're going to look for 5 of these on each side first of all, and then if we want to progress it, we can just add some weight in, all right? So lean onto that front leg, a big drive up, yeah, that's it. Push your foot through the box and slowly down on the eccentric part of the movement. Good. And you can use your arms for a little bit of pump as you push through, that's it. Slowly down.
Like Brad Pitt from Fight Club, aren't I?
Literally. Lean into it a little bit more so the weight is always on that front leg. Keep the heel down. That's it. Good. I can see the resemblance. Don't know where Hank is. He seems to have disappeared after that, but we're just going to recap on what we've gone through. The exercises that we've carefully chosen today are for entry-level strength training. They're going to help you with your cycling performance, and they're nothing too complicated, and you just want to take your time with them. The exercises can be performed at home or in a gym, and they have progressions and regressions.
So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, comment below. Wes?
He's still alive.
Black down, flat black.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Beautiful.
Still needs some work.
He's broken, he's in reverse.